The wait is finally over. You and Idol PreCure is finally back with a special appearance from Dancing Star PreCure, and I could not be happier. This was a very surprising episode in my opinion that really encapsulates what You and Idol PreCure is all about. I was not expecting to get so hooked on a Sunda Senpai episode that even made me cry. Hello everyone, it's Leo, you're on Magical Cinnamon, and in today's video we're going to talk about episode 39 from You and Idol PreCure, a very emotional one in my opinion. And if you like this kind of talk, if you like PreCure, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and leave a comment with your favorite Dancing Star PreCure. Who's your favorite? Mine is probably Cure Kagura, but I still need to watch the play or the plays because there are two plays available already. And the third one is already being prepared for people to watch in Japan. Oh my God, very exciting. So as I said, this episode was supposed to be a very important one because it was supposed to be the debut of Dancing Star PreCure on anime format. But not only that, it was also a Sunda episode and it was supposed to involve Kokoro a lot, and it did more than what I was expecting. I feel like one of the biggest powers of You and Idol is how it is able to create a funny and chaotic narrative and then pull the strings of your heart right when it matters. And I feel like this episode did just that. This season is all about bonds and connections, and that was brought up with such a powerful narrative through Sunda and also Kokoro, helping him regain and remember why his dance is so important to him. That was also a lesson to all of us. So let's start talking about this episode. I am going to try and organize my feelings, which is not an easy thing for me to do. I have a very messy mind. So Kokoro is going home after school and she sees Sunda Senpai dancing and he is spinning. He is getting very crazy. And as I said, this episode really brought the core of Idol PreCure, which is this crazy season, this season that is very out of touch with reality sometimes. And, you know, he was spinning around. He created a hurricane. He jumped over Kokoro and he fell on the ground. Obviously, this exaggeration is just a way for us to have a little bit of a storytelling. And this is how You and Idol likes to bring certain things to the forefront of its narrative. And we learned that Sunda was training for something called the Dancing Star Cup. And he wanted to do 1,000 spins. I don't necessarily remember the number of spins. And then on the next day, Kokoro tells the girls that Sunda was training for that. They see him going around on school. Kokoro is able to stop him. And then he shares that he is trying his best. Nana searches for the Dancing Star Cup. She discovers there is a man who is the mastermind behind this cup. Later on, we discover that this man is actually Sunda's grandfather. And then Sunda tells them that he really wants to win. And this is Sunda's last chance because he is in middle school. He's in his last year of middle school. So this is his last chance on this specific category in the Dancing Star Cup. And so the girls decide to help him by training, and we see some funny shots of them training. We see Maderon imagining her dance with Buridun, and girl, Maderon with the flamenco dress. Oh my God. Girl, I love this so much. And it was so funny while they were trying to talk to Sunda, and then we have Pudding and Maderon arriving and rooting for him. That was very cute as well. But then while he was training, even though he is technically very good and he's able to spin, he's able to do what he needs to do, there was still something missing in his performance. And so Kokoro goes to him and says, let's have a dance battle right here, right now. And he ends up accepting, and Kokoro tells him why after the battle. So they have a little bit of a dance off, and it was a very cool moment in the episode. And while they were battling, Kokoro was trying to tell him what was missing in his dance. And she told him, I loved that part, she told him that while he invited her to be part of the dance club, she declined because she wanted to be part. She wanted to create the Idol PreCure Research Club. She did it, and she learned a lot of things with the Idol PreCure. Well, he doesn't know that she is part of Idol PreCure, but Kokoro is also a fan. She learned a lot of things by being Kyun, but also by being a fan of the Idol PreCures. She learned that through being an idol or through being a fan, she is able to convey her feelings. And those feelings that she conveys will bring smiles to people. That is something that was missing from Sunda's dance. He's able to spin around technically perfectly, but he is not able to connect. He is not able to showcase any emotion to anyone who's going to watch his dance. As I said, You and Idol PreCure is a season about bonds. It's a season about connection. And it's also a season about idols. And idols are related to music. Music is a type of art. And all of those connections that I'm trying to make, they, at least to me, art is a powerful way of connecting people. It's a powerful tool for you to connect to another person who is not close to you. That person can be closely, physically, they can be close to you physically, but emotionally they might not be. But through art, you can connect with that person that you don't know, that you might have nothing in common, absolutely nothing in common. Or you can connect with someone through art from the other side of the world, especially nowadays. Art is a powerful tool for that. And while You and Idol is mostly focused on music or the experience of seeing your idol and all the fan service and the connection through that, dance is also a type of art. And dance also has the power to convey feelings, to convey a connection, to convey bonds. This is also the story of Sunda's grandfather. Through his dance moves and through his spin, he was able to connect to people. He was able to communicate, even though he did not know the languages of all of the countries that he visited while he was young with his dance. And Sunda remembered, when he is spinning, everyone around him is able to see his smile. And because they're able to see his smile, they're able to connect to his art, to his dance. And that will create the bond between him and everyone who is able to watch his performance. That was what was missing. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That was hard for me. That is what was missing from his dance before. And Kokoro, who is someone who was able to create bonds and connections through her art of being a PreCure and of being a performer, Kyun, or even as being a fan by bringing the experience to other people through the Idol PreCure Research Club, she was able to remind him of that. And that is also a reminder for all of us. What is it that makes us happy? What is it that makes us smile? Are we doing the things we love because we love them? Do they make us smile? Are they bringing us happiness? Sunda loves to dance, but the way he was training and the way he was giving it his all with the pressure that he was putting himself into was not bringing him happiness at all. He was just being miserable and he was suffering, even though he was doing what he loved the most. How can we turn the things that we love into something that will make us smile? I love it. I think, again, this is one of the powers of the Idol PreCure narrative. It is always able to convey those feelings, and it's always able to remind us of things that are important and of things that matter. I personally find it incredible, and that is why I love Kokoro so much as a character, because she's a very real character. She is honest, and she will not try to find beautiful words to try and convey and help you with something. She will be brutally honest with you in her own way. And I love that about her, and I love that about Idol PreCure in general. And so we also have the villain side of this, which is basically Chokirine coming around and Jogi telling her that she is horrible with her dance moves. And then she gets very angry, and so she leaves. And on the next day, they are ready for the Dancing Star Cup. And when they arrive at the Dancing Star Cup, we see a scene of colorful haired guys. Who are they? Well, they are at least very popular. And while they're there, there is someone with a very flashy costume. And Burirun is all happy seeing that very flashy costumed person. And Meridon did not like that at all. Was Meridon jealous of Burirun? Well, that's what I think, at least. And before we move on, it is time for another Idol Corner. In today's Idol Corner, we're going to talk about ASP. ASP started its activities in 2021 as an indie idol group, getting signed to a major company in 2022. They started as a punk rock group, but they've released many songs following other styles like hyperpop, rap, and hip-hop. Recently, they have returned to their punk roots. The name of the group, ASP, is an acronym. One of the meanings is anti-society punks, and the other is something I cannot share here on YouTube, but you can easily find on a Google search if you're interested. This is a group with a very mature image and sound. The group described themselves as anti-style idols. ASP song recommendations are Toxic Invasion, Baby, Heaven's 7, Totsugeki. ASP is another one of the idol groups that was present in the You and Idol PreCure movie premiere that was done just for idols. So this is another idol group that is covered here on the Idol Corner. So continuing on, we have Sunda arriving and entering the stage so that he could perform his dance, but he lost his cap and he was desperate because without his cap, he wouldn't be able to do it. The girls are positioned and ready to check out the performance, but Chokirine appears and turns him into a Dark Randa. And then the battle starts. The girls transform, Heart Garden is on place, and we have two different characters looking at each other, saying that something weird is happening, and they jump in as well. The battle scene, how can I say this? The battle scene was so well drawn. There wasn't much battle, but the scenes we had were so well done. I was shocked. We start with Kyun doing a very nice attack. I like that Kyun kind of has this role of the starter, of the one who starts the battles. She's always jumping in right into action. And then we start having the Dark Randa spinning, just like Sunda. And then the spin will reflect the Kyun laser. And then we have Wink with the barrier. And let me just say something. When she did the barrier, I was like, oh my God, this barrier is going to break and it's going to be this drama and the Dancing Star PreCures will arrive. They will save them. But girl, Kyun was able to hold it off. I was so happy. I am happy every single episode that her barrier doesn't break. I love it. It is one of the strongest shields in PreCure, even though it broke in a few episodes. But girl, it was incredible. She was able to hold it off. She was able to hold off to bounce some attacks. And it was very nice that we also have the other girls holding it off together with Wink. And I like that it has been like that for a few episodes. The other cures, they can also help with the barrier. That's very nice. We had Zukyun trying the Zukyun bazooka. She was aiming for the feet, just like Kokoro did at the start of the episode with Sunda. It didn't really work properly. And while they were holding it off, we have the glorious arrival of Dancing Star PreCure. And oh my god, what an arrival that was. Girl, I was shook because the animation was so beautiful. It was incredible. We have an introduction for all 5 of them going backwards. So it's break, kagura, soul, lock, and top. Very, very cool. I really liked the introductions, and I also loved the colors, how bright and colorful they all look. The backgrounds were super, super beautiful. Cure's soul with a disco ball in his background. Girl, I almost screamed. It's very late at night, so I can't do that, but I almost screamed when I saw that. It was really cool. And I also liked that we have Padudu. And Cure Top calls Padudu something specific that I don't remember now. But Padudu was able to notice a blind spot in the Dark Randa, and they were able to perform a little attack while the girls were just there looking at them. And Cure Idol was like, oh, did I hear it correctly? Are they PreCures? And so they end up performing a special attack. It was very nice how they created a 5-pointed star. I really like their colors. I think it harmonizes very well. Those 5 colors together, they harmonize very well. And that attack they created halted the Sunda Darkranda for a little while so that the Idol PreCures could defeat it with the baton. I love the baton song so much. Every time I hear it, I feel like I like it more. You know, PreCure Kirakiran for You is amazing. And so the battle ends, and I forgot to mention another thing about the battle. We had so many nice scenes of Chokirine in this battle. We even saw Chokirine dancing a little bit. Girl, I just have to say, it was incredible. Chokirine killed it. I don't know who animated this scene, but they deserve a prize because it was so beautiful. Oh my god, Chokirine dancing was everything. And it was so funny while the battle was over. She was so pissed and she was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know there were so many PreCures. And girl, come on, she was fighting against 10 PreCures. That was kind of wild. Chokirine, I feel your pain, girl. And so after the battle is over, we have the award. Oh no, first we have the performance of Sunda. And I was very emotional through the performance because Sunda was very happy, which was something that he discovered throughout the episode after his dance off with Kokoro. If it wasn't for that, he was not going to be happy through his performance. He was going to be very tense. He wouldn't be able to enjoy the moment at all. The performance was incredible. Everybody loved it. People applauded it a lot. And it was very nice that they played Kokoro's song in the background. I mean, the instrumental, at least, from Kokoro's character song, Groove Loop, which is the best character song, in my opinion, out of the character songs from this show. I love it. I mean, out of the regular character songs, not the songs that they perform, but the songs from the character song album. You get what I mean, right? So it was very nice. But then the prize was for another person. And let me just say something here. 3 considerations about the winner. The first one, the winner was a samba dancer. And even though samba dancers don't, I mean, not here in Brazil at least, the country of samba people don't wear that kind of costume anymore. Even though Carnival, you can wear whatever you want. So there isn't much, something related to that. Second thing is that they were wearing pink, blue, and yellow in their costume. Are we getting back to pink, blue, and yellow next year for PreCure? Oh my god, I'm just joking. Even though I would like that color scheme again, it's been a while, and I want a yellow cure for 2026. Do you want a yellow cure for 2026? If you do, leave a comment. Leave a yellow heart in the comment of this video. So yeah, the samba was the first consideration. The second consideration was the colors, and the third consideration that I want to make. When we had that episode, I don't remember the number of the episode, 19, I think. I don't necessarily remember. We had a character that I personally found a little distasteful. While they were searching for Kurizu-kun, I found the character to be a diva, but I was like, I don't know how the narrative is playing this character. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I hate it. I really don't know the intentions of the narrative, which was that character that was supposed to be like a drag queen. And I didn't know if they were playing it for fun and for laughs. But I like that we had kind of like this effeminate character that won the prize and was celebrated in this episode. So let me just say, I was happy for that. But obviously we have the fact that Sunda didn't win the competition. So right at the end, we see Sunda leaving with his second place medal, and Kokoro runs to him, and she was very emotional by saying that her heart was going kyun over his performance. He smiles and he says that Kokoro is a very kind person, but he grabs onto the silver medal and he starts crying. He thanks the girls for supporting him, but he starts crying by saying that he was happy because his performance was good, but he was very disappointed because he didn't get the first place. But Kokoro was able to give him good words too. Obviously, it is frustrating to lose. But at the same time, whenever you regain your passion for something, whenever you are able to look at yourself and see that that passion that you had for something is back, that something that you love so much is back full force inside you, it is worth more than the first place. I mean, he is young, Sunda is young, he's going to have lots of other opportunities in terms of dance, and he's going to be able to live that. And as both of them said in this episode, dance will save the world. The power of dance that Sunda rediscovered was able to reignite the passion that he had inside of him for spinning, which is his style of dance. And it was truly an incredible experience for him. Even though he didn't win the first place, he was able to get his groove back. He was able to get the passion for dance. And he was able to once again try and create bonds with his art. Incredible, incredible episode. And that also made Kokoro remember how much she loves dancing and how good she is with her dance. And so she got the girls at the end and she's like, okay, now let's all dance together. Let us have a dance class. And the girls are like, okay, Kokoro sensei. And they get ready for dance. And, Maradon even tells Purirun, like, I'm ready for my waltz with Purirun, with Netama. I loved that because, I love Maradon. She is the best, baby. And I was very happy. And as I said, what a special episode this was. Truly, truly incredible. I really thought the highlight of this was going to be Dancing Star PreCure. But at the end of the day, to me, the true heart, the true soul of the episode was really with Sunda Senpai. His the way he crafted his bonds once again, and the way Kokoro was able to reignite that inside of him. I love character writing in You and Idol. Everything is incredible. And next week, we are going to deal for the first time in You and Idol PreCure with the most feared word for an idol. Graduation. I'm not ready. I don't want to deal with that. Don't look at me. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you're a member here on YouTube, on Patreon, on Throne, thank you very, very much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. And if you've watched the episode, thank you so much as well. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.